Hello, everyone. Reasons why your Uber or Lyft account was deactivated. I know. I'm a former rideshare driver, so I can speak on this. Any rideshare drivers out there that have had their account deactivated? If you did, how did it make you feel? What did you think? How long did it take you to get back in good standards with the app to get back to driving on the road, being a service to people? For the individuals that are curious about doing rideshare, it's still something that I would recommend, but these are one of these are one of the realities that can take place and will definitely take place if you get over 1,500 rides. It's possible. So one of the reasons that your Uber or Lyft account was deactivated was due to low rating. And we know what low rating is. And for you all that need a refresher, I'll be quick. A low rating is when you drive your client from point A to point B. Or let's make this a different way. If you drive them from, let's say I pick them up from the Parks of Arlington Mall, then I drive them to the Motel 6, which is right around the corner. Now let's say they don't like, let's say they can like get your, they can not like how your car smelled. They could have smelled great, and they could not like that. They could not like how you spoke to them when they entered your vehicle, or how you made that left turn at the light, or you trying to make small talk with them. Any way you go, once you drop them off to that Motel 6, they can easily leave you a rating. And the rating could be low. And if the rating is low, that comes with the consequence. Comes with the consequence, excuse me. The consequence is the rideshare app will give you a warning by informing you that your rating is low. If it continues to be low, guess what? Your account will become deactivated. Voila. It'd be that quick. It will definitely get deactivated. I know, right? I wish I had better news for you all, but it will definitely get deactivated. Another reason that your account can get deactivated is due to erratic driving, which is code for the rider felt unsafe. Now, I always thought this was interesting. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe I'm wrong. Before the client gets in the driver's vehicle, they can look at the comments, they can look at the stars, right? And then they choose to get into the driver's vehicle, knowing what they know. Why would he or she complain? That makes no sense. It makes no sense. Unless they're complaining about, hey, what they said about the driver in the comments was true. But if they thought it was bad, then why get in? That's ridiculous. And what is unsafe driving anyway? Following the flow of traffic, is that unsafe driving? Is it speeding? One could say that's unsafe driving, but you got to speed to keep up with traffic. You definitely got to speed when the client say, "Hey, could you drive a little faster? You think you could put a little more pressure on that pedal there?" I've never understood that. And though I'm no longer in the game of doing rideshare, that's ridiculous that they can deactivate your account. Now, unsafe driving could be speeding when it's raining outside, but I know there's a lot of you all out there that don't speed when there's rain on the ground. That's just, but that's the reason that your account can get deactivated. They can feel unsafe, and my issue with it is that it's subjective. It's no proof that it's unsafe. It's just hearsay. I mean, not to be an ass, but if I get the client from point A to point B, that's a safe trip, is it not? There's no internal bleeding, mental health didn't mess with their mind. They're physically still the same. That's a safe trip. That's a safe trip. But again, that will get your account deactivated. I just wanted to let you all know. I know. Lastly, a false statement. A false statement can get you deactivated. Like I once got deactivated. I said it before on a prior video. I once got deactivated due to claims I was playing a podcast that had bad language, a lot of cussing. And I thought to myself, I was like, what? Because I called up the rep. I called up the customer service rep for one of the rideshare apps, and I was like, hey, why am I being deactivated? You know what they said? They said they didn't even give me a name. They just said the customer said that you were playing a podcast that had profanity. And the first thing I was thinking, I was like, where's the proof? Where's the evidence? But it was also BS. And I was like, I told them, I was like, that's not accurate. You know, that's not accurate. And so guess what? They looked at my history, which they should have did this prior to me calling, but I get it. They didn't. They didn't look at my prior amazing driving history I had of no complaints and my ratings and my comments. Because if they did, they would have never deactivated me. But guess what happened? About 3 minutes later, they reactivated me. But if that happens, let's say that would have happened 2 or 3 more times, then I could have got deactivated for good. Probably took some classes to get back in, but I would have told them to kick rocks. I would have never did that. And I know I said lastly, but I can't say lastly. If you get tickets, speeding tickets, you can definitely get deactivated from the Rideshare apps. How do I know? Drum roll. Because it happened to me. I got a speeding ticket. And since I got that speeding ticket many moons ago, it was never the same. All of my rideshare apps deactivated me. Ones that I didn't even do that I took a break from, they all deactivated me. Was I mad? No. Was I disappointed? Yes. Am I at peace with it? Hell yes. Because I was able to help a lot of people and I was able to make an abundance of money and no one tried to take my life. So it was all wonderful on my end. But yes, all of these things I just mentioned can have your account deactivated. It's just, there's no way of escaping it. Unless you know the CEO of Lyft and Uber, and you can call them and say, hey, I'll shoot them an email and say, hey, I think you all should modify the policy to where you all have concrete evidence. But shout out to you all drivers that do the ride share currently because you all have wised up. Y'all have the devices where you can record all the interactions that are going on. They can see everything, hear everything. So shout out to you all for being proactive, which I stated in the prior video. I should have did that too, but I did not. But it is what it is. So yes, just click the link below. Go get my book. It will help you. It will help a family member, and it will help a friend. And if it can not help any of those, it can help an enemy. In fact, if you tell an enemy, it's likely that they can become your associate or even your friend. Like, share, subscribe. Feel free to leave your comments, any questions on the video. I'll definitely respond. You all continue to have a good day, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.